Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another Mac Miller Monday. Today, we're going to be reacting to Miss Deborah Downer off of Balloonerism. Y'all have been suggesting that we just keep going in order, so that's how we're going to keep it rolling unless somebody speaks up. But I'm excited to check this out today. It actually just hit me as we're getting ready to start this video that it's a play on the Debbie Downer, turn of phrase, figure of speech, whatever you might call it. So I'm very excited to check this out. Really been enjoying Balloonerism. Without any further ado, let's see what Mac has to say and let's see what Miss Deborah Downer is all about. Let's get it.
Yeah, nothing is impossible. If we do the shit together, we unstoppable. Raised to be a leader, not a navigator. Wrote down on scraps of paper. All roads lead to the same confusion. All roads lead to the same conclusions. They found my body somewhere in the sewer. My girl to find the word prolific for me, and I can't read her mind. She wrote a different story. Oh well, redemption.
Very interesting. Nice start to it. Kind of a slower, more paced out, more spacey track. Maybe almost like a little bit darker, a little bit mysterious feeling even. And then he starts us off with these two-bar rhyme schemes, three two-bar rhyme schemes back to back. And then we start to transition and move a little bit further. We get like a transitory bar in between, and then it starts to change the rhyme scheme going forward from there. So the 8 bars got a pretty interesting structure in that way. Let's see where it goes from here.
My girl to find the word prolific for me, and I can't read her mind. She wrote a different story. Oh well, redemption is a funny bitch. The devil always be right where the money is. Somebody gotta be watching you, but no one is. It's kinda crazy life could be this simple. Nothing's coincidence. My best friend packed his things, threw him in the car. I haven't seen him since. Guess I understand he always got the chills when he saw a room full of rolled up $100 bills. Yeah.
Nice feel. It's got a good movement of energy as well, with especially with how slow and paced out it is. He does manage to drive you towards this, like, I imagine this is the hook coming up here. We'll truly see once we actually let the transition play through. But really nicely done. Great vibe to it. Kind of like even slower than like a walking pace. Just like really just like chilled out. That, zero below, sub-zero. But some great echoes coming in from some delay that they're playing with. Really add some extra texture there. Some great reverb going on as well. Some really nice spots where you can feel that dissipation of the sound just kind of evaporating as it rolls. This is cool, man. Every track on this thing is completely different. I love that.
Rolled up $100 bills. Yeah. Even pills turn to powder, babe. Even pills turn to powder. The world wanna crush them down. Even pills turn to powder, babe. And you sit right next to me and crush them down. If pills can turn to powder.
Okay, cool. So really nice, beautiful layering. We start getting this much more harmonious feeling once Mac's voice really enters more as a melodic element rather than, the rhythmic rap element we start out the track with. Super smooth, great delivery, very intriguing lines about like, the pills turn into powder, everybody trying to crush them down, talking about $100 bills before this. Obviously there's some type of drug snorting, whatever it might be. Who knows what they might be crushing up. But yeah, very like there's a darkness, there's like a wariness almost, but it seems like there's also this like brightness somewhere inside of that as well. And it looks like we're about to get like a bridge or some even larger singing section. So let's see where that takes us.
Sit right next to me and crush them down. If pills can turn to powder. then this world could turn to ash. Everything seems so slow, but my past, I thought that it would last longer. I just thought that this feeling would last longer. Yeah.
Okay. Kind of talking about like the fleeting high. Maybe it's more of a metaphor. Maybe it's not literally about drugs, but something that makes you feel like a drug. There's definitely been a couple tracks on here where it seems like Mac was talking about some type of, love story, whether it was, $5 pony rides, talking about your daddy should have bought you that pony. Girl, let me give you what you need, or so many other tracks on this. It's hard to remember exactly what he said in all of them off the top of my head, but regardless, really, really beautifully done. Like I said, that reverb really starts to shine in that second singing section we just made it through. His vocal feels so big and lacy, and it's like a cloud just kind of floating through the middle of the track. And it brings this brightness that really balances out the rest of the instrumental. Because really, beyond that, I think we just got like a bass line and a kit, and they're not really doing too much. They're mostly providing structure and just a little extra flavor, nothing super crazy from there. But let's see where it goes.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody gave me a treasure map. Nowhere on that motherfucker say where the X is at. Now.
And obviously, I lied. There's definitely keys going on in here. I definitely wasn't thinking about all the instruments. Sometimes, especially with something that's so well mixed, there are these layers that almost become more of a feeling. Like they almost like melt into each other and disappear. And unless you like try to look at it directly, it's like you can't even see it. So, love the sound of the keys as well. They add a nice brightness too, but then Mac's voice coming up even higher. Again, it really just soars over top of everything and creates this very cohesive, like almost like a webbing that connects the rest of the instrumental together. Now we're going to get back into some verse type of section. You can hear that change in the production. His voice is a little bit more focused. There's a little bit more coarseness coming back into the vocal, and a little bit of less of that reverb. His voice is a little bit smaller. I guess focused means that as well. But let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, somebody gave me a treasure map. Nowhere on that motherfucker say where the X is at. Now I wanna see the whole world through a telecast. Been waiting my whole life, I finally thought I should tell you that. Yeah, started smoking weed again. Started trying to read again. Clean myself up, now would you be my friend? Do I need to know the beginning to see the end? What's the difference between the truth and things that we pretend?
That's really cool. Like weed again to be my friend. It's a it's a close bend, and it works really well in the context. Pulling it out of the context, it feels a little clunky, but with the beat and especially with the way he pronounces it and everything, it works really well. That's nice. Great rhymes. Clean delivery from Mac, by the way. We don't got any complaints here, man. Just really beautifully done.
What's the difference between the truth and things that we pretend? On the highway faded, watch the day go by. And only at the lows do I chase that high. Fear God, stay humble. Original sin, we all come from the same struggle.
Yeah. Wow. That was great. The switch up to like a dark layered vocal in the middle of that verse there, or really like right towards the end of the verse, it seems. Again, changing up that feeling one more time. We got so many different little sections in here that could all be their own like whole song. But then Mac found a way to string these together, and obviously with the help of, everybody at the estate that worked on this. I know there's a bunch of names that got involved, and they've done an awesome job keeping this project alive and bringing it to us, and making it feel as if Mac really completed it himself and put it out. It's just a wonderful thing. But yeah, really nice change there. The structure, that's where I was going with this. Is the structure is just so wacky, but it works. It's, you know, this is a cool one. This is a cool one, man.
Come from the same struggle. What you gonna do when the money coming slow? What you gonna do when the money coming slow? What you gonna do when the money coming slow? And you left out on your own. What you gonna do when the money coming slow? What you gonna do when the money coming slow? What you gonna do when the money coming slow? And you left out in the cold.
Can I get four Norcos?
Yeah, yeah, just beautiful. Again, that reverb, the dissipation into the space, the atmosphere of this whole track. I think that's what's really beautiful about, like, really just like truly great music is it's not just a song, it's a place you can go to. And in your head, some music is even more experiential in like a physical format where some songs you listen to, it feels like you're in the tundra. It just like feels cold. Some songs feel like summer. I don't know. This song doesn't feel like the tundra. It feels like almost like a dark basement, but there's some type of light going on, and it's not like a nasty yellow light or that's like flickering or anything. It's like a warm light, but the it's so interesting, like the way Mac's vocal almost kind of like opposes the instrumental slightly, because the instrumental is melodic and it's not like super dissonant or anything, but there's this darkness in it. And maybe there's a darkness reflected in the topic of what Mac's talking about, but the delivery doesn't necessarily reflect that as much, at least especially in the more harmonious singing sections we're getting here. Either way, I could probably ramble on all day, as I'm sure many of y'all are aware. But it's a really cool idea. It's well done, and let's see what else we got left in it.
Yeah, four Norcos, two Oxys, two Roxys, three methadone, couple Percocets,
some heroin, two Xanax bars, and 6 ounces of weed.
thank you.
No, money coming slow. What you gonna do? 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 Money coming slow.
Wow.
What you gonna do?
Beautiful. What you gonna do? That's cool, man. So, I think what we discovered is that this track is not about a person that is a Debbie Downer. It is about downers, the drugs, mostly, especially with that last part right there, just kind of rattling off like a whole list of different ones. But that was really interesting, really cool track. I think it evoked the right energy. It worked well for what it's supposed to be. The structure is fun, it's interesting, it's unique for certain. But that was Miss Deborah Downer from Mac Miller. Another beautiful track. Thank you guys for all of your support on the Mac Miller Mondays. Let me know what y'all want to see, or if you want to see it in order. We'll keep going. I'm gonna keep asking. That's the way it goes. But a couple weeks ago, my EP Dabbed dropped. If you haven't heard it yet, check it out. Linktree is in the description. Got Buy Me a Coffee, got the EP, got a bunch of other fun stuff down there. If you're interested, it really does help support the channel. So thank you to everybody who does already. But much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell. And I will see you all next time.